Here,
Correct.
for the first time ever, on a commercial note basis, we're giving people with Bitcoin the ability to be the bank. Okay, so think about this for a second. When you go and get that debt, you go to like a lending institution, like a bank or private equity, correct?
Correct.
And they lend you the money and you pay them interest and principal. Here,
Correct.
for the first time ever, on a commercial note basis, we're giving people with Bitcoin the ability to be the bank. They stake or collateralize their Bitcoin to fund your US dollar needs, your commercial note, and then you pay them interest at 13.95%. And in return, they become the bank, they become the lender.
That's correct.
The reason why that's very attractive is if I'm a Bitcoin holder, and let's say I have $2 million worth of Bitcoin, and I'm going to hold that Bitcoin all the way through the next halvening, which is 2028. And I believe that this Bitcoin has much more potential on the upside than it does on the downside. I'm going to hold that as a strategic reserve for my family, for my business, whatever. But if I'm going to do that, this gives me the ability to still own my Bitcoin and get a yield on top of my Bitcoin. Why not get a yield? And in this case, a pretty good yield, 13.95%, paid in Bitcoin on day one, the first year's worth of interest.
Correct.
So if somebody says, hey, I got $2 million worth of Bitcoin, I will stake that Bitcoin, get 50% loan to value, which is $1 million. Take that $1 million and buy part of the commercial note for ERC or Golf Suites, and then get my interest payment in Bitcoin on day one. If Bitcoin, for whatever reason, during the time of that 5-year note, goes up 2x, that person now has, instead of $2 million worth of Bitcoin, they actually have $4 million worth of Bitcoin because they never lost ownership of their Bitcoin. They staked it. And in return, they also got what's 13.95% of a million? They got 130, almost $140,000 in Bitcoin back then. But if it doubled in value, they actually have $280,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And from a person that was going to hold Bitcoin standpoint, they didn't lose the asset, and they were able to significantly grow the asset with the yield paid from the commercial note.